Yunzii products are one of two ways, all right? This is kind of where I kind of always see Yunzii, and why I kind of like their keyboards in a lot of ways too. You get really basic keyboards, which do a good enough job at the price points they are, which usually for the pre-built stuff they sell is under $100 US. I've seen stuff that has gone on sale on Amazon that has been like $60, and honestly, it's a steal. And then Yunzii also does their cute stuff very well too. And I'm a big fan of some of the cute stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Their cake keyboards, their cat keyboards, they've all been a lot of fun. And they do it so well to the point where it's not just the keyboard that's done well, it's like the unboxing experience. Now, Yunzii kind of falters in the enthusiast realm of things. Sometimes you get like a little bit of a back and forth with their enthusiast products. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's 2 steps back. But then sometimes they take 3 steps forward. So it's sways back and forth. We're going to be kind of looking at one that treads the line between cute and something a bit more, not really enthusiast, but just a little bit more keyboard, you know, normal keyboard focused. And the other one's going to be cute. So first one we're looking at, which I think is actually really cute, is this one. The B98. Now this is cat themed, but I would say it's like very loosely cat themed. I love the colors of this one here. Love, love, love it. Cat theme wireless keyboard. And then this one here, last I checked, was on sale. Actually, let's see. Is it still on sale? Yeah, it's still on sale for like $94. Honestly, not bad. Is this a hashtag ad? Yes, hashtag sponsored. But we're still reviewing the product. So even though it's sponsored like every other stream, because people send us keyboards. Nothing's changed, as I said before. Just for the record too, if anyone sends you any product for free, it is sponsored. All right. Let's take a look at this. You get some instructions, and then we get the keyboard. See, they do this kind of stuff kind of cute. No, I didn't buy this one here. This is what I mean by they do cute stuff. This is what I mean right here. That's what I mean by like it's kind of cute when they do things. Yeah, it has like a nice tactility too. I would love though, and I can already tell you one thing I don't like about this keyboard. I can already tell you a few things I do like about it though, but Yunzii, I said this last time as well, and again, I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon. My number one piece of criticism for Yunzii, and can you guys guess what my criticism is going to be? When you guys look at the keyboard, is it missing something? And I don't know if this is going to be on the inside, so maybe I could eat my words here in a bit. Yunzii has this habit of either just hiding screws to the point where nobody knows where they are. Yeah, like, that's my one thing with Yunzii sometimes now, is with some of their cheaper products, they make it extremely difficult to open. And I'm almost wondering, how do I even take this apart? I see a seam, which is right over here. I don't know if you can even, you see the seam right there in the corner? And I'm wondering, I think this needs to be completely cracked open, which is a bit of a shame because they do such a good job. And I don't see why 4 or 5 screws, even 6 screws here would really hurt this keyboard aesthetic. It's not like anyone's going on the bottom going, screws. You know, especially for a keyboard that's cheaper that maybe you'd like to, if something happens, diagnose yourself. Also, my issue here is if something dies in this keyboard and you did want to open it up and poke around, how do you do that, you know? So issue number 1, I feel like, yeah, Yunzii boards probably aren't made to be open, and I think, you know, realistically at this price point here, I don't think people are, but I think for good consumer practice, maybe you guys disagree, maybe not, I think it's good to have stuff that's easily openable. I think it's just good practice at any price point. I know it's $100, which might seem cheap in the custom world, but $100 is still a lot of money for a keyboard. You know, like it still is in the grand scheme of things. So again, I'm not going to harp on it too much because this is the problem with a lot of keyboards, but you know, I will say my 2 cents of let's make keyboards that are accessible and openable. I guess accessible in 2 ways, you know what I mean? From an aesthetic point of view though, I really like the keyboard. It's a really fun looking keyboard. It almost gives me QK vibes. I don't know why, this little badge here, this little cat badge with the LED is giving me QK vibes. The keycaps do look pretty decent as well. They're probably going to be PBT. We'll take a look though. And then we have our connectors here on the back, or the connector rather, and then a Windows and Mac mode plus Bluetooth and wireless. You know, I do love the toggles. The toggles are nice. I love me some toggles. This is cute too. This little badge that's shaped as a cat. Nice touch there. Nice touch. Very nice touch. Yeah, Legends are pretty good. Is that a QC pass sticker? Yes, QC pass sticker they didn't remove. And I like this too. I think this might be a little bit of a newer touch for some of Yunzii's boards here. I like that this little wireless connector is hidden right over here, and it has like a little magnet too. That's a good place. I don't mind that. Let's see the sound profile of this too. Let's see. What do you guys think? It's gonna sound foamy? Not gonna lie though, I've been pretty gassed up for foamy keyboards though. I mean, yeah, I do like this. You know, this is actually really cute on the desk though. I mean, it's not even cute, it's kind of handsome, I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty good. I like the color scheme here. Spacebar's a bit sharp. I don't mind the spacebar actually. I think it kind of beats some of the foamier sounding spacebars I've seen. Yeah, you know what? Actually, not too bad. Yeah, the alphas are pretty solid on this. I do like them. Now, I'm not sure which switches they sent me here because there's both Milk V2s and Candy. I'm assuming they sent probably their linear version because these feel like linears. But I also don't know which one's which. They didn't really mention that in the document here, so. Not a Thok monster? Yeah, you know what? This is one of the more neutral ones I've heard in a while. Now let's see what switches are these. Are these the Candy switches or the Milk V2s? So these are Milk V2 switches, which are a 40 gram operating force with a plus minus of 10 grams, whatever. And then a 3.6 millimeter travel. And a end force of 50 grams and a pre-travel of 2.0. So not bad. I almost don't feel like these are bad switches at all. These are pretty good switches. The springs I would probably swap out maybe. The knob is satisfying as heck. Let's plug it in too. Overall though, I mean like, you can't be mad at something this price. I want to see, is this LED? Yeah, this is an LED over here too. Little LED on the USB-C, which is interesting. We do have RGB on it. Yunzii does usually do RGB on their products. I would buy just for the knob. Yeah, Yunzii should make a knob like add-on for standard size knobs so they can just put this little cat on it. I'd get it too. The knob is super cute. It's super nice. Let's zoom in. Here is the knob. It's actually very responsive too, which is more than I can say about sometimes even the more custom stuff we get with knobs. Sometimes custom keyboards with knobs are not very good. Well, okay. I think Yunzii does a pretty good job here. Let's see also the spacebar area. It's weird because, you know what, like I know probably none of us here, I mean, maybe I'm speaking out of place here, but I don't think a lot of people here would probably like grab this just for the sake of having it on their desk. Well, you know where I find Yunzii keyboards have become my go-to for gifts? They're like the perfect price point if you just want to give someone a gift keyboard. So we do have plate mounted stabs on this. We do have a polycarbonate plates. And it does look like there are just some standard gasket points here, which I can kind of see. But yeah, these are custom Yunzii branded switches too. Not bad. I would say the stabs are like pretty good. I don't hear any sort of stab ticking at all, even in the spacebar, in case you guys were curious and maybe looking at this. You know, honestly, very consistent modifiers. I want Yunzii to do basically this, okay? This internal system, but with something a bit more premium shell-wise and a bit more minimal and accessible as well. Like you can access the keyboard. I actually really do with this sound signature right now. Let's force this thing open. Yo, honestly, I do not feel like breaking this right now. Plus, realistically, like, I don't even have a tool. Like, look how thin this seam is over here. Do you guys see that? I don't have a tool that can even get into this without destroying this case. They did it in such a way where it almost blends. I was watching someone else do like a teardown of this, and they had to pry it open. So I mean, like, I don't think I'm missing any sort of hidden screws. These are the accessories it comes with too, in case you guys are interested. It has some extra switches, some extra keycaps, and a cable, and a switch puller.